Hello everyone, welcome. Tonight I'm gonna work on... Hey Donuts, thanks for the reminder to set my sound correctly. It's also a thing that I need to fix. Alright, we'll try that again. This is a good start to a stream so far. Yeah, I'm gonna work on my diabetes log app, Beaties. Going to work on fixing some stuff. There we go. That's an explosion that we need. That's what we know and love. Yeah, I'm gonna try to work on a couple things. I broke the watch app. I would really like to fix that. I have like separate watchOS 9 and watchOS 10 apps. That's what the doctor didn't order. It depends on the doctor. I think that's it's a cardio exercise. You get your heart pumping. So yeah, ear doctor probably not a fan. He doesn't love it. But yeah, I broke the watch app. I need to fix that because I use this app every day and now it doesn't work. So that's important. I feel like that's an important part to work. Once I have that working, what I would like to do is I would like to get the chart view on iOS to be able to display more than one day at a time so that I can like look up past dates. So those are the two things that I really want to accomplish today. But the big one, yeah, is, hey, the watch app doesn't work and that seems bad. So we're gonna try to fix that. Let's see. What do we got here? 40 millimeter. Yeah. Okay. Let's just work on something. We'll see what happens. How was your Monday, Donuts? I was gonna say, how was your week? It is only Monday. Dear God. How was your apparently only one day of life for the week so far? Actually, let me boot up. We're going to wait for this to finish booting up. And then I want to show like the difference between the watchOS 10 version and the watchOS 9 version. Because I think I took the... I think I took the design lessons to heart a little strong that Apple was putting forward at WWDC. And I made my watchOS 10 watchOS 10 app look very different from the watchOS 9 app. And I finally installed the watchOS 10 beta. And most apps are not at all that different. So we're gonna take a look at what the watchOS 9 version of this looks like as well. So same deal. Yeah, 9.4. Let's go ahead and run that one as well. And yeah, I think what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna walk back the changes on watchOS 10 a little bit. Yeah, let's get back to here, get back to there. This is the app that we have on watchOS 10. Oh, we're gonna have to accept everything as well here. Next. Next. Got invited to like 6 meetings and an interview, so your productivity from today will not carry over through the rest of the week. You can only hope that those meetings get canceled. Hey, a Swift developer, maybe you can answer my question. I will try, Raycat Who Dat. I can certainly attempt to. If not, I can direct you to other Swift streamers who might be able to. Yeah. So, honestly, at first look, these don't look that different, besides the fact that one of them is bright orange. So I don't think that that's a big deal. We've got this big add entry button on the bottom down here, whereas the new one has this new top right button. I think I'm going to keep the top right button. I think that's important. I am going to get rid of the bright orange. I think the bright orange, a little too aggressive. Apple said, like, hey, there's all of these new UIs and stuff. And if you go look at the actual apps out there so far, none of them are actually like that. Maps might be the only one. Sure, yeah, you can, okay, thank God. That's, I was gonna say, like, please don't put my actual location on here. But no, this is just San Francisco. I don't live anywhere near San Francisco. I mean, this, you know, maps always looked dramatic. Any apps that kind of do show off well what the new UI looks like? Not really. I mean, this is kind of nice. You got the big photos. I wish this had something. Can you make a simple HTTP GET request in Swift without using the shared property? I'm running into errors that say shared isn't a member of any object, which doesn't make sense because I'm importing URL session from Foundation. So where are you calling shared on? I guess would be the first thing. Yes, it is possible to do it without using the .shared request. Let me see if I can find an app that does networking. Now let's just throw up a playground. URL session .shared .data task. Okay, I mean, that looks fine to me. Yeah, why would you be... Yeah, shared isn't a member of any object, which is true. Shared is not a member of any object. Let's see what we can do. So let task equals URL session dot shared dot data task. I don't know why. Oh, I know exactly why I'm not getting any autocomplete. That one. So yeah, let's say we got a data task with, or data task 4. Is there not a data task that took a, I feel like there was a data task that took a URL, right? Yeah, there we go, URL. URL, string. No, this is totally fine. Derailing is okay. We allow derailing on this stream. So what you're saying is here you're getting like a shared isn't a member of any object. That is a bizarre thing. If you're doing literally this, I think that makes sense. Or sorry, that would be like you should not get an error. What I'm wondering is like if you just did something like this, is that what you get the error on? No, okay, so the reason why it says import Cocoa is because I did a Mac version. We can totally just do import Foundation, and that'll work. It should be in Foundation, yeah. I'm just wondering, like, is there something URL, like if I misspelled it, would that give that error? I'm not sure why you would be getting any... oh, hang on. I bet I know what you did. Does this give us that error? If you accidentally tried to, like, create it? I don't know why this is taking so long to build. What happens if we just do a Swift REPL? Which will run first? PowerShell booting up or the Swift Playground? Okay, import Foundation. Let task equals URL session dot shared dot data task with URL string static member shared cannot be used on instance of type URL session. So that's not the bug that you were seeing. Or the error you were seeing. If we spell it wrong, that says he can't find it. Yeah, no kidding. Did you maybe declare something else called URL session? So if I do like a new enum URL session, it'll pick mine instead. Well, actually, I guess it would be class URL session because you said it was any object. So if I do that and then I say let task URL session, oops. Yeah, I honestly would have figured that that would have been a problem there. Let's see, can I... And literally just that code triggers that for you? Because it looks almost identical to what I put here. Let task equals URL session dot shared dot data task with URL. Yeah, I mean, this is identical here to what you showed. It seems like there's a ghost in the code. This could be as simple as you haven't installed everything. Are you doing this on Linux, maybe? Is that what you mean by installed everything? Because I know that... Oh, yes. Your Swift stuff is on your MacBook. Okay, well, that doesn't help. I will say that I know that if you're running it on Linux, you have to do a separate import foundation networking for URL session. So you need almost like this. And that might do it. Like I would try throwing that in there and running it. Are you using the open source Swift even on your MacBook? I don't know that I have a Swift Docker image. Yeah, I don't know how you could tell. That's a great question. Is there like a Swift REPL online that runs in... Maybe this one? I still feel like even if it were the thing that I'm saying now, that it would be... It would give you that same error that we saw earlier, that it's like, I don't know what URL session is. So I do import foundation, let task equals URL session shared data task with URL string google.com. Bang, close. I feel like this should give me an error, but it didn't. Okay. Dump task. I'm honestly surprised that this works if it's running not on a Mac. It worked. Then I don't know what to tell you. Worked on the Mac? Oh, but it... So did it ever not work on the Mac? Or was the error only on Linux? Because, yeah, if the error was only on Linux, then my guess is it's that if can import foundation networking. If I could spell. Import foundation networking. And if you were encountering the issue with a new project in Xcode. I have no idea why you would ever see that in Xcode. Huh. Because there's no, like, if you, yeah, do like a new project, I'm trying to think, there's like no way that you would get something that didn't have foundation. Yeah, what kind of Xcode project? That's a good question, but like I also don't know how you would get one that wasn't that didn't have foundation for some reason. I mean, maybe if you did a new package, but even that. So like, let me create a new multi-platform package. Let's not add anything to it. So this is going to be a URL session package. We didn't add any libraries or anything to it. I mean, 14.3.1 is the latest release version, so that should be fine. We're not adding, like, even if I, yeah, import foundation. I'm gonna try to run this on my Apple Watch. No, let's not do that. Let's run it on my Mac. Oh, it can't run because this isn't a run target. Expressions are not allowed at the top level. Struct my cool type. Worked again with Xcode from a single file? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm beginning to suspect that Eaglenaut's explanation is correct, that there's just ghosts. No, I mean, I don't think that that's a... I definitely believe that Xcode is doing something spooky. I don't know why it would be, but... I got nothing for you, man. I don't know. Sometimes things are just like that. Is that the only other, like the only thing in your Xcode project? You said it was a new Xcode project. Yeah, no problem. I did try. I may not have actually found what you needed, but I tried it. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, if it's in an Xcode project... I don't know. Yeah. I will answer the other question, though, because you did have a actual question, and then we dug into debugging what you were saying. So the question was, is there a way to use URL session without using .shared? And the answer is there is. So if you do let session equals URL session, you can create a URL session. Yeah, I mean, real iOS devs, we don't know what we're doing either. So that's fine. And you can create it with a configuration. And so configurations have different versions. So you can say, I want an ephemeral one, which is just, I'm just going to go get some something and come back. Hey, thanks for the follow, Raycat Who Dat. I'm just going to get something. I don't need a cache. I don't need whatever. The default, this is kind of like exactly how you would want stuff. It's like, this is the normal way of hitting networking. And then background. Yeah, iOS devs were also very easily sidetracked. That's true. And then background is like, I want to download something even if the user closes my app, like doesn't do the full like swipe away, but you know, just the user goes into a different app. I want my download to continue. So you can think of this as like, oh, if you're running Netflix or Spotify and you're downloading stuff to save for later, you would probably use a background one because it's going to take a very long time. So what you can do is you can create this session here and you can say, oh, I want a session with the configuration default. And then I can do let second task equals session.dataTask with. And then that way you'll have a, you're just getting it from that other session basically. So this is a way to do the exact thing that you were asking. It's probably not what you actually want to be doing unless you are doing one of those, like either hitting a cache or, you know, doing the background download, that kind of thing. Probably you want to just figure out why shared doesn't work is actually what you want to do. But if you wanted to figure out like, hey, why isn't this working? And you wanted to avoid shared entirely, this would be how you'd do that, is you would create a separate session and then you would use the data task like that. Shared is just technically a singleton, right? It is not technically a singleton because a singleton means that only one type or one instance of that type can ever exist. And so like you wouldn't be able to do this, for example. So it's not a true singleton. It is, I mean, the best way to word it is what the word that they already used is, it is a shared, already created version of the task for you. Or sorry, of the session for you. Hey, we created a session for you and everything should just use that same session. It's a shared session. So yeah, a true singleton would be, you can't create another one of these at all. I'm trying to remember what the true singletons in Swift are in like the libraries. I know that a long time ago, like this was AppKit days on macOS, NS Color Picker was a true singleton, or NS Color Panel, sorry. NS Color Panel was a true singleton, and if you create like one of those, the second one of those, it's not a thing. Now that you have a Git request, the obvious next step is VisionOS development. I mean, that sounds good to me. Hey, I've done VisionOS development on this stream. I'm not working on that tonight, but hey, you know, go start that. Come on. It's definitely one of the cool new things to do is go hit that. Go, you know, make a VisionOS. Yeah, VisionOS is just Swift UI. That's all it is. Go make a VisionOS thing that hits, you know, some open API somewhere and displays some text for you. I don't know. What's the like go-to open API these days? Because it used to be Twitter, but we all know how that went. It used to be just like, oh, go hit the Twitter API and download like the latest thing from such and such feed. But I don't know what the go-to like API projects are these days. Can't do it with Reddit either now. Reddit always was more difficult than Twitter because you had to go get an API key. And it's just now it's like, oh, well, you can still get an API key. It will just cost you an arm and a leg. But yeah, Twitter used to be like, oh, you can hit a lot of the things, just you don't need any API key, you don't need any setup, you don't need any special auth, you don't need whatever. Just like go hit this and grab it. Maybe the GitHub API is like that these days. I know you can't get anything, you know, that's personal to you. But I would imagine that there's like a... There's got to be a, yeah, like open repos type thing. Well, even this one has like an authorization. But yeah, like what's github.com Apple Swift? Is it just Swift? See, this is where EagleNot was correct, which is that iOS devs are very easily distracted. Yeah, let's go create a new VisionOS project, right? The dog API? The dog API? I used to maintain a dog API. That was at a past job. How the heck do you make native iOS games? They talk about SpriteKit, but people don't make larger games out of that. Metal seems almost too low level, but I'll use it if that's best practice. Well, do I have an answer for you? Which is, go check out Compile Swift Stream, where he has been building a game in SpriteKit. I mean, it's not a AAA game. There's also this guy NZ who I don't have a button for yet. Which here I'm gonna go fix that right now. We're gonna give this guy NZ a button so that we can just hit the button. There we go. He is also building a game, a little bit more complicated game in SpriteKit. Metal seems almost too low level, but I'll use that if that's best practice. So Metal is very low level, and it is not intended for use by your average developer. Metal is more for the people who develop game engines to use. And so if you want to use Metal, it would be better to use that through a game engine like Unity or Epic or sorry, not Epic, what's it called? Unreal. Unity or Unreal or something like that. That's obviously not using Swift. Well, that's not using Swift directly, but neither is Metal. Metal is its own beast. And yeah, so Metal is intended more for those engine developers to go build higher level things on top of. And so, yeah, I would not jump into using Metal directly. That's a nightmare plan. Don't do that. if you want to build a game, yeah, use a game engine or use something higher level on iOS directly, like SpriteKit or SceneKit, or I guess RealityKit is the new one for VisionOS. Yeah, check out those. Definitely check out this guy and Compile Swift. They have some great SpriteKit stuff that they've been working on. They know way more about that than I do. Cool, yeah. All right, let's get back on track at least a little bit. As I say, subbed is a big commitment based on my brief recommendation of them. Also, I don't think you can even sub to this guy NZ yet because he's not made affiliate yet. But here, I'm gonna give him a real shout out so that we can get him to affiliate so that people can sub to him. And yes, as EagleNot said, sometimes they show up in this stream, so. They might be here later to hang out and chat. I'm pretty sure I've offended Compile Swift enough on his last stream that he will have to show up just to give me payback. All right, let's, so yeah, we took a look at these two apps being pretty different. I want to go and undo how different these apps are, basically. And I don't think there's that much in here that we need to really change. I think that we can get away with some pretty minor fixes to this. So let's go to our watchOS source. We have this top level view. This is, okay, so I did not break up the watchOS view nearly as much as I did the iOS one. And so we might eventually fix that as well. But content view. Content view just contains a bunch of other stuff, so let's go to our primary view. And yeah, this is, I think, where we need to start messing with stuff. Yeah, we definitely have this if unavailable watchOS 10. That's where we add that other add entry button. So that would be this bottom button. But I don't know where else we're doing some of the other stuff. Oh, we do have a toolbar. So if we have the toolbar, we have this add entry button. This is an amazing graph. I love it. I clearly am doing something based on random values that I don't like. Okay, so yeah, if your blood glucose looks like this, you might be in trouble. You should probably see a doctor. Tomorrow the high temperature is 95 instead of 105. That's good. That's definitely trending in the right direction. Our temperature just dropped a lot too, but that's because of all the wildfire smoke that's covering it, so we're not getting as much sunlight. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But, you know, at least it is cooler. Okay, so I think, yeah, this is what we need to fix. We need to fix this when it traveled back in time while maintaining a 95. Yeah, exactly. It's more of like a hazy orange lining, donuts. Yeah, you know, it just traveled back in time. It was fine. This is what I get for faking data. Where are we getting our bright orange background? That's what I want to know. Primary container background. This seems like it's probably not what we want. Yeah, so let's just get rid of that entirely and see what we get. Oh, it's getting worse. I feel like we need to take a look at this. Latest sample. Samples.max. My guess is that we need to do some sort of sorting on this one. I think that one's a Pollock. Yeah. We're gonna fix this. So where's our preview health repository? Yeah, we created a bunch of date.randoms, but I think what we need to do, we need to sort these by date. Sorted LHS, RHS. Did somebody draw that graph in Kineo? Yeah. On Vision OS, where you have no control over where things actually are. That's where they did it. So LHS.date is less than RHS.date. Is that the right way to sort these things? Yeah. Hey, there we go. Now they're at least going in the right order. This is better. I like this. Oh, man. Fair. Okay, fair. Okay, so we've got our colors look fine to me. Yeah, they're good now. So yeah, I mean, I think this is mostly what I want for this view. I think, let's see, I'm trying to figure out how I can... Because they didn't have any good things to copy from in the simulators. I'm trying to figure out how I can like mirror my screen, my watch screen. Let's see if we can do this. I can never remember where, yeah, Apple Watch mirroring, here we go. Why does Swift string manipulation suck? And by suck, I mean it's probably technically accurate, but getting a substring feels like I have to shot put a ball made of string index objects. That is the answer, is that it is difficult because text is difficult, really. What is a character is a very hard thing to describe. And so, yeah, it is a pain. All I can say is it's better than it used to be, but it's still not great. So, yeah, that is why it sucks. Okay, so this is the app that I've found that's best kind of able to, it's not as bad as, well, it's more difficult to deal with than some languages, but it's more likely to be accurate than some languages. So like if you do it with, you know, Python, for example, it's very easy to like break emojis in half. And it's funny because you'll see this happen in like Slack and whatnot. Or I think it used to be for the longest time this would happen in if you had like an unwrap in TikTok, like if TikTok had a description and that description had an emoji in it, and then you sent it somewhere else to like Twitter or Slack or whatever. What they had in their like meta tags that would unravel in these other pages would just like break emoji apart into their, you know, subsets. And so, yeah, that's why Swift manipulation is, or Swift string manipulation is difficult, is because Unicode exists and it doesn't work at all like you think it should. But yeah, so we've got this mirrored Apple Watch in the lower right over here. And if we look at this, we've got like a small effect, color effect here. You can see that we've got the red, the green, the blue. You can see how bad I am at standing and / or when I wake up. And I don't know, do I want to like copy this background color effect? Maybe. I'm not sure. But what else am I trying to think of? I think what I really want to do is I do want to take this like multiple page effect. And I kind of want the first page to be the graph that you see. But then what I want to do is I want to take that like most recent value and kind of move that up. I don't know. Maybe that's not what I want to do. But yeah, I was thinking of like, you see how this circle shrinks into the top left? I was thinking of trying to find some way to make that happen with like the most recent version, but that's not really what I want to do either. Although I do think that what I want to do with the current version, because look at like that top left button really nestles in the top left of that bezel. So I think what I want to do is I want to find some way of doing that same thing with the value. The thing that I have to worry about is the time, because that time is going to be in the center of the screen since I've got that plus button up top. Or, you know, what I could do is I could go like this and I have the graph up top and then I have my like current value on the bottom. And then if I have like a list of values, that just kind of goes like this. The current value would shrink. It would go up to the top. And then you would have your list underneath that. And then that would just kind of scroll with that. Let's try that. Yeah, let's move our graph to the top. And then let's move our value to the bottom. And then we'll put a like list underneath that. I think that's what I'm gonna do here. So let's get rid of this. Actually, let's leave that in. I changed my mind. And let's see what we can do to mimic this API or this UI. And then, yeah, do I want the colored background too? I mean, the colored background is nice, but let's go look at some other apps. Alarms. Yeah, this doesn't really have the colored background. It does have like the new title overlay. That's kind of cool. Trying to think of some like other built-in Apple apps. Heart rate. Yeah, this has like historical data. This doesn't seem to be updated all that much. Okay, let's not copy that one. Also trying to think of like which ones don't have information in them that I don't want to share. Noise. Let's take a look at noise. I mean, yeah, that has the same like colored background effect. And a big number on the bottom as well. So that also does kind of match what we're doing. It's also telling me that I'm too loud. My own voice is too loud. Yeah, whatever. Workouts. This just has the colors from the individual buttons. Oh, okay. Apparently we're done mirroring. I don't know why, but... yeah, so... well, we can play around with some stuff. We'll see what happens. Is this a public repo? Not yet, Tina Sue. It will be eventually, but right now it is not. Yeah, this will be a public repo when I ship the app, basically. But it's not out yet. Yeah, you can also see I broke the, or at least on watchOS 10, the complication for this app is broken, and I don't know what that exclamation point means, but it's definitely broken. So, all right, let's try to copy this. Let's put our... yeah, I think the main thing that we're going to start with is we're just going to flip our view. Yep, nope, that's not a thing. I should make it a thing, but it's not. Here. I can type it out. Yeah, no, yeah. That's me, and then there should be a github.com/cocotype underneath that. Yeah, that has like specifically the projects that I work on here. The better place to get some of this stuff though is git.payto.name, which is the most up-to-date one. This is my self-hosted GitLab. And apparently this is a open app or open repo if you go there. So yes, this is an open repo on git.payto.name. It's not on my GitHub, but it is available there. It's the one called Beaties, Beaties. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be on my GitHub yet. Okay, what I want to know is why you self-host GitLab. What is the yearly cost for that? It is $10 a month. It is just on a VPS that I have somewhere on Linode. It's the only thing that I still have on Linode. How does it compare speed-wise to Cloud GitLab? I have not used Cloud GitLab, actually. No, I have used Cloud GitLab. It's about equivalent. I feel like I remember Cloud GitLab being somewhat slow, so it might actually be faster than Cloud GitLab. But I mean, it's been fine for me. I've never had any real issues with it. Like, let's navigate around. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go look at our branches. Yeah, I mean, it seems fine. I don't have any tags. This would be more interesting if I were looking at a longer existing repo. Yeah, I mean, this seems to run totally fine for what I need. It might be faster than Cloud GitLab. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Cloud GitLab, I think it might actually be pretty slow. I have one app on there. Let's see if I can get into this. GitLab.com. Yeah, I'm not logged in, so I'm not gonna bother with it. Yeah, the museum app. Longtime viewers might remember the museum app. That is hosted on Cloud GitLab. But hey, no, derailing is totally fine. Can you write the GitLab address in chat? I can try again. Git.pado.name. It should also be on my about page here on Twitch somewhere. All right, so we have this. Yeah, I really need to fix this chart, but that's the problem for later. We have our values here. We have our value down here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna stop messing with this. I don't like how much space is taken up. There's just like this giant gap in here. Does that have a title? That's a problem for future Cocoa type. Okay, what have I done? Okay, this is a terrible broken thing. Let's not do that. Let's run this on 10. Which one is a problem for future Cocoa type? Oh, the layout of the chart. Yeah, that definitely is a problem for future Cocoa type. We're gonna close this watchOS 9.1 because I don't have any beta testers yet, and I'm just gonna make this a minimum of watchOS 10. Okay, so we've got the time here. This still feels like a lot of wasted space up in here. I don't like it. Future Cocoa type, he sounds nice. Hey, Mono, how are you doing? Nope. Why are you showing? Nope. Okay, we went into standby and it's like, hey, check out your stocks. Let's not do that. Okay, yeah. I don't like how there's all of this space here and here. Yeah, iPhone's got way smaller. This is the new iPhone Ultra Mini. iPhone Nano. No, we don't have to say there goes the stream until Compile Swift gets here. Okay, yeah, this is the other problem, is that I can enter data and it doesn't show up. Which also seems like a problem. We should fix that. There goes part of the stream, yeah. We're slowly eating away at the stream piece by piece. That's what's really happening here. Can I get into the health app from here? Do we have the health app? No. They did make an iPod Nano, yes. They did not make an iPhone Nano. Not yet. Yeah, I don't like this like gap here. I don't know. I'm a bad designer. This is what the real problem is. Let's bring back that background. Yeah. Oh. Did somebody crash the app? The regular fire emoji doesn't crash Xcode. What crashed Xcode? Pretty sure the regular fire emoji doesn't crash Xcode. Oh, it does? Okay. I don't know how my own... Fair enough. I don't know how my own alert system works, apparently. I'm gonna bring back this background. We're all bad designers. This is fair. And Eagle Knot, yeah. You think I remember how any of this stuff works? No. The answer is no, I don't remember how any of this stuff works. Okay, yeah. There's also this giant gap at the bottom here. So let's fix that. I'm only bringing back this primary container background. I'm only bringing back this primary container background so that I know where the borders of things are. We are not going to keep that. But I guess we would want to get rid of the safe area, right? So I guess that would be this.
D's Nuts Ahoy says waffles are delicious.
Yeah, see, but the thing is I'm getting rid of the colors for the watch app. Remember when Donut figured out the speech emoji gives other emojis their full legal name? Yes. It does look great in grayscale. But yeah, no, we were looking at other apps, or I was looking at other apps, and some apps use the...
D's Nuts Ahoy says face with open eyes and mouth with head exploding.
Fair enough. Some apps get the background color treatment, but it mostly seems... nothing is getting a treatment this extreme, where it's just bright orange like that. That's definitely not happening. Like, some apps get some cool pictures, like news and weather. The fitness app has like a gradient background we looked at. Trying to look at some other apps. Wallet looks normal. Noise had a gradient background as well. So, like, maybe... Hey, thanks for the follow, Zero Alcoholic. Maybe, like... measurement type apps do have the background colors. And so maybe my app should have the background color. I don't know. Let's go back to... I'm gonna go share again, but let's take a look at I mean, almost like the noise app is one. Get.payto.name doesn't open with username and pass. You think it's a private repo? Wait. Did you have a whole comment about tracking blood level and then somebody called Zero Alcoholic followed? It's like somebody with the most relevant username followed at the exact same time that you were. That's amazing. I was not paying enough attention to the chat to notice that that happened. That's great. Get.payto.name doesn't open with username and pass. You think it's a private repo. It shouldn't be. Let's get distracted again. Safari, private window, get.payto.name. Can this app track Tim Cook? Oh, weird. It shouldn't take you to this, but like, let's see. Yeah, here we go. So let me see if I can type this into chat. Get.payto.
D's Nuts Ahoy says chipmunk.
That's a very straightforward emoji name. Try that, Tina Sue. Hey, sweet, awesome. You type squirrel in the search bar? Apparently there is no squirrel emoji. There's just a chipmunk emoji. And you have to put up with that. So yeah, here's this app. And this does have that background effect. So maybe we do want some amount of background effect.
Mono NZ says Manons ship it now.
Monons ship it now. Monons. Yeah.
Mono NZ says Manons ship it.
And so it didn't do the animated
These
one?
nuts ahoy says Kako 2x code crash Kako 2x code burn.
The extra letter showed up after we fixed the crash. And I think the only deal is, like, Twitch has to fix the fact that their ranges are wrong. I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, Kako. Kako type. Yeah, no, I guess this is what I want to do is let's try doing like the gradient background. Maybe that's more what we want. So we have this container background color primary for dot navigation. What are my other options here? Tab view or navigation. Well, that's straightforward. A background placement inside of a tab view. Background placement inside of a navigation stack or navigation split view. So what does this look like if I say tab view instead? And when we were on the subject of getting sidetracked, like, notice that what I did here was say, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to fix this bug. And then the first thing that I did was like, let's redesign the homepage. This is how this went. Okay, so if I use dot navigation, I get like a full color thing. And if I do tab view, nothing happens. I feel like neither of these is what I want. Let's go to the Apple design guidelines. Yeah, there's no pleasing me. Certainly not with my own apps. I am never happy with what I've done. Fresh new design option. Wow, this looks gross, but I'm pretty sure that's because Noir is inverting it. No, maybe that's just like that. This one looks a little, I don't know. And then I was willing to blame something else, but apparently not. Hey, Compile Swift. Somebody was looking for you. Something Whodat. I forgot the beginning of the name. Raycat Whodat wants to know more about developing with SpriteKit. Yes, we are doing the watchOS app tonight. Yeah, now there goes the whole stream. Yeah, so what we're looking for, yeah, this new design stuff, fresh new design options. What they haven't explained here is like, yeah, here's the new stuff in watchOS 10. New design options. Okay. What can I learn about them? Where can I learn about these new design options? Tell me more. And they won't. They won't tell me more. You're hoping watchOS 10 makes the watch what it should be? I mean, it definitely seems to be better in some ways. Color and materials? No, come on. Color and materials.
let's talk about how
Nope, no talking out loud, man. You don't get to talk out loud. Because otherwise, Apple will be mad at me about my streams. They had you at Snoopy. See, so I like that the noise app that we've been copying from is one of their examples of like how you should design watchOS now. 4 vibrant full screen background materials that affect background content at different blur levels. Ultra thin, thin, regular, and thick. Full screen background gradient that you can tint with your own accent colors. You use the accent colors for move, exercise, and stand. Yes, but how do I code this? Just to set tone. In timers, the background is black and then it's bright orange when it's done. Okay. Yeah, tell me how to actually use these things. There we go. Start with the full screen background gradient. Okay. Container background. Oh, blah, 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 dot gradient. Okay, so let's try that. So let's go into there. Are they giving example code? Yeah, that's what I was hoping that we were eventually going to get. So dot gradient. Let's see what that looks like. Wow, that looks terrible. Why does it only go like... Why does the green on the noise app go so much further down? Because yeah, this green is definitely going to like here. Whereas theirs is not working so much. This comes from the new container background modifier. The emoji has to be the first item in it. Noise passes the color green with a gradient applied. The unfilled bars of the chart and the x-axis labels are using the secondary foreground style. The secondary style provides a gradient, blah, blah, blah. Are using the primary style. See now, yeah, this is what... Do I have something else on top of here that is causing this to break like that? Stop. You should test out the compile Swift emojis. Something might have changed about them. So yeah, let's get rid of everything in here and literally just be like empty view. Well, maybe not empty view. Yeah, let's get rid of like all of this stuff. I'm only compiling tears. No, it's the same emote that used to work in here.
Mono NZ says Coco help.
Yeah, I never heard the other Coco help emote.
Compile Swift says Coco help.
There we go. Okay, so now this doesn't have a gradient at all. Did we get rid of the gradient? No. Where's my gradient? What is going on here? Now I'm even more confused. And this is only going to continue to be hard with grayscale. Dot primary container background. Let's try dot foreground style primary. It might be connected to the audio you made the other day. Looks adequate, your neutralness. I almost, yeah. Let's do dot background content. What is it? Container background? There we go. Dot,
Compile Swift says compile Swift.
fair enough. Dot container background style. What am I doing wrong? Dot container background, and then it's like a color for. So what if I do like color dot red dot gradient? It's a very authoritative voice. Container background is only available on watchOS 10. I mean, fair.
Disnuts Ahoy says.
Apparently that emoji doesn't have a name. Okay, so I'm super confused.
Compile Swift says Coco is best Swifter.
I feel like there's a better way to get that across. Okay, now, without changing anything, now I have the gradient again. What have I done wrong? I don't understand.
Disnuts Ahoy says file cabinet.
I'm saying use the WTF emoji.
Coco is best Swifter. Don't tell him I said that.
There we go. Can you ask a question about how to open a project with Xcode? I can clone the project, but you couldn't open it in Xcode. There is no Xcode project. Ah, yes. You will need a tool called Tuist. TUIST.io. If somebody can post that in chat. The link to that.
Coco is best Swifter. Don't tell him I said that.
Yeah, there's a reason. Yeah, there's a reason why that project isn't like super fully public yet. It's got problems. It's not ready for that. Chad doesn't like you spamming the emote. Primary container background. Okay, yeah, so why does this look so gross? There we go. You got there eventually. So if I just do color.red.gradient. Okay, so it kind of... Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Is it just my particular... Oh.
Mono NZ says Compile 1 I see what you did there.
So the answer is no, it's not just my particular shade of orange that's gross, because that orange is also gross. But yeah, this background color doesn't look good. If I do foreground color style dot secondary, I mean, that does help. If I put like a button.
Mono NZ says Dino Dance.
Dino dance? Yeah, I don't love how this looks. I wonder what this looks like on the actual Apple Watch. Let's try that. We'll see. We'll see if this looks any better on the actual Apple Watch than it does in this gross UI here.
Mono NZ says Sir you Sir Prize Sir Sat Sir Mat Sir Sword Sir Shield.
What on earth? This is what happened. I like how it is like connecting, waiting to reconnect, connecting, waiting to reconnect. It's not sure what it's doing. I don't know if it's a good idea for this to try. Yeah, no, nobody knows what we're doing. Okay, you know what? I'm giving up on this. Temporarily. Temporarily giving up on this. We're going to bring back everything that existed so far. And what we're going to do is we're going to just... Wait, where did this hello button? Oh, yeah. Where is that coming from? This doesn't make any sense. That's the one thing we're confident in. Okay, so now we've got an add entry button here. Let's go take a look at this. Foreground style white. Let's try foreground style primary. Font weight black. Yeah, that seems fine. Can you add a random label? No. That's this guy's trick. How did that end up in bright blue? No, I'm not gonna dig into why that was bright blue. You can't make me. You can't make me. I'm not gonna figure that out. Nope. It's not important. Why is it blue? Why was it blue? FFF should be white. Thank you for the 50 bits, Compile Swift. A good use. Okay, so we've got all of this color.white stuff here. What if I change... Somehow that did not crash Xcode, but it did crash Twitch alerts. It crashed my chat overlay. Hold on. I don't know why that crashed. That's amazing. Okay, well, we'll just reboot it. I'm not digging into it. I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me. You can't make me. It's not happening. There's no bug with the fireworks. The fireworks didn't go off because the thing that runs the fireworks crashed. There we go. Alright, I guess what I want to change... Okay, the fact that that's blue, that's still a crash. Or that's still a bug, sorry. Line mark, point mark. Where's this color white coming from? No, that's too easy. Button to restart Xcode. I mean, it's muscle memory enough to just type black C. Well, I say that and then it immediately like goes away. Wait, did it crash again? Okay, no, good, sweet. Oh, foreground style color dot white. Here we go. So foreground style primary. That should look like white over here. But what does it look like on the actual like preview page? What's weird is in the video, they're like, oh yeah, we've got primary here. And primary is bright green. Oh wait, no. The filled bars and the rest of the text labels are using the primary style. Okay, so... on text, primary means white, but on some other stuff, primary means container background color? I don't know where that... yeah, why is that bright green the color that you're getting? Because that doesn't seem right. Why do I not have any values anymore? That's the other question. Did he die again? What have you guys done? Redeem name of variable. Okay, so just regular chat redemptions are crashing? Okay, fine. Now I will dig into it. Hold on. You've successfully sent me off. It's got to be something to do with the fact that I changed up the emotes. Alright, so... yeah. Yes, you did correctly distract me. Hang on, can I click the add marker button? I think that did something, so that I can mark that this is the time that I went off course. Open recent, Twitch alerts. We're gonna rerun it from here, and I will crash it myself. Why did that not do anything? Oh, reward is on cooldown. Hold on. Let's switch to music genre. There we go. Something went wrong here. EXE bad access. Why is there a bad access in here? Why do we have a bad access at all? Yeah, there's like something crashing here. Dump effect. Dump. Well, we've already got redemption somewhere else. So let's just try this. So wait, that time it didn't crash? Yeah, because it's got to be something to do with the invert effect. Because that was the one that I was messing with. But I'm not seeing anything in here that's like... And now it's not crashing anymore. Now that I've got this dump effect in here, it won't crash. No, it's definitely related to the redemption-based ones. Because it crashed the first time when Mono tried to redeem... crash Xcode. And then it crashed the second time when Compile Swift tried to crash, or tried to name a variable. So now that I've gotten rid of the dump again. Let's name another variable. And now it's not crashing anymore. All I did was add that dump in and then got rid of it. I don't trust anything that has happened here. Yeah, no, like... I'm terrified of what's gonna happen. We're gonna turn it back on, and y'all will find some other way to crash it. Oh, crap. I tried to time him out and I accidentally banned him. I mean, yeah, go ahead and check out the blue fireworks. Hang on. Oh, man. Oh, hold on. Don't redeem the blue fireworks yet. We're gonna... We're gonna set a breakpoint. I said don't do it yet. We need to wait. Where's the chat effect? It is a chat effect. Firework effect. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. Stream delay. That's fine. Potential hex equals text message trimming prefix while character in emoji. No. Potential hex has prefix. User info, game scene hex key equals string potential hex. So let's see what hex key is used for. Make go boom. And this color with hex string. I feel like I just changed this in something else because I had the whole ARGB stuff over in Kineo. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's see. We are saying that this does that. So I think what we need to do is... If... If hex equals, if hex dot count, if hex dot length, if hex, oh, it's an integer. Crap. Here, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna basically just say guard hex string dot count is equal to 6. So that'll make it not blue anymore. It'll just mean that if you send only 3, then it'll be it won't do anything. But let's see if we can make it work with 3. So this is gonna be a hex literal, but this is going to be like a RRGGBB hex literal. Or maybe we call it a 6 hex literal. And then we have a 3 hex literal. Guard let int equals that, else return nil. If hex string dot count equals 6, else exactly hex string dot count equals 3. So then this is OXF00. This is 0F0. And then this is 00F. Oof. And then is it by 16 and by 8? I feel like that's not it. Although it would have to be, right? No, because what we would need to do here, no, this is never going to work. What we need to do is just, if it's 3, then we just double everything up. Yeah, let's just do that. So we switch this back to hex literal. We get rid of this one. Else if hex string.count is equal to 3, then we basically need to just double each character. And then return self init with hex literal, which if hex string dot count is equal to 6 and this then our else return nil is at the very end. Else if hex string dot count is equal to 3, else return nil. But then this is hex string removing prefix. We need like a doubled hex string. So private extension string var doubled string. And then we basically need yeah, that one will definitely return just a random color. Because that won't create a valid hex, yeah. Also, why does this keep blinking on and off? That's what I don't understand. We're done with this. Private extension string, var doubled string. Let characters, or let doubled characters equals self dot map $0 $0 dot joined. I mean, this is really just this. That var could be yours. Yes, you're right. Okay. Go mono or go home. Is that what it was? He lives on in Twitch without streaming again. Okay, else if hex string dot count is equal to 3. Dot double, dot go mono or go home. We're going to say self-init hex literal int. Okay, that should make it work. Let's... I know I need to fix that. I got so many... Oh, I thought you were complaining at me. All right, try FFF again. Yeah, I know I should go to the 1080 Club. See, here's the thing. I had somebody complain about it when I very first started streaming. And I am traumatized ever since. That's what happened. I've just been permanently traumatized. Why was it red? At the time, no, because I was not a affiliate, and so they don't do that. Why was it red? Okay, I need to kill it from here. We're gonna run it in here. Why do we have breakpoints here? Get rid of these breakpoints. Okay. No breakpoint and handle special message. We don't need that. Okay, so that makes sense because it said it didn't. Ah, I know what's going on here. Okay, I also know why it was red. We're good. Guard let hex digits string. No, let hex digits string equals hex string removing prefix. And then this is hex digit string. All right, let's try that. Because it was still counting the hash in the, like, counting how many characters there were. There we go. Okay. So what we should get now... Here, let's set a breakpoint down here. Red, green, and blue are all 255, so this should be white. There we go. Okay. We fixed it. I still don't know why the other things are crashing, but... That's not gonna work, Mono. All right, we're good. We're good with this. We're gonna stop. What are we doing? We were trying to make this UI work. Your light setup is probably better, yes. But the thing is, people can actually trigger mine because I stream. Dear God, what has happened? 40 millimeter? Will this actually build? No. The ever elusive black fireworks. Okay, what on earth is going on here now? Oh, I know what's going on here. I'm trying to build a watchOS 10 app in Xcode 14. That's never gonna work. I'm ready to give up today. It's time for bed. Yeah, no, I get it. It's white because it's black and white, man. You don't have any colors. But I'm blue? Yeah, well, I'm not on my own screen. Yeah, have a good rest of your week, donuts. See you later. Okay, so content view. No, this is content view. I don't want content view. I want primary view. This is why this isn't working. Okay. We're getting somewhere closer. There we go. Now we've got actual data. Okay. Next question. Why is it white? And I don't want the Mean Girls response. Is that a real graph? No. Well, what do you mean by real? What is real? Can anyone really say what real is? It trended backwards. What do you mean by trended backwards? I mean, you should have seen it earlier when I wasn't sorting by date and like the graph was actually traveling in time. That was really cool. Now it just has numbers that go all over the place. Real chart of this stream's attention span. Fair. What was I do? Colors. That's what I'm looking for. Colors. Where are my colors? App. Resources. Assets. Accent color is white. This is a problem. We need it to be this color. Copy. Pasta. Does this make it better? Not that one. This one? Does this make it better? No. You don't understand what's going wrong. So we set the foreground style to primary. What happens if I do this? So chart view dot container background dot primary dot no color dot orange dot gradient for navigation. Maybe the navigation is why it looks so weird. Because my guess is that noise is using a tab view. That might not be true. Also, this seems to have had no effect. Why do I not have a container background at all? Where's my container background? Nothing makes sense. Do I need to put it in a nav stack for anything to work? That didn't change anything. There we go. Okay. What happens if I say tab view? Okay, now what happens if I say tab view and I put it in an actual tab view? It didn't change much. But it did change. Okay, so all it did was just shrink that page. Okay, so that's not actually doing much. So my question is, why isn't this taking on the color that it should? So that did something. Now, I really want to know foreground style, secondary, foreground style, primary. Why are these things not taking on the colors of the background? Because that definitely seems like something that it should be doing. Okay, those are taking on the foreground style of the chart. Now I'm even more confused. Why did only the Y value ones take on the foreground style of the chart? So if I do this and I say color.red here, that's doing that. But that's not what we want from this perspective of a chart, is it? It seems like the answer is slightly. But then why is our actual line mark? So yeah, let's get rid of this foreground style here. Wait, why is it blue now? Now I'm even more confused again. Dot primary. No idea. My guess is it's blue because blue is the like default tint color. So what if I go to like dot accent color, dot tint, dot red? That did nothing. I mean, that's honestly surprising. What if I put it on? Well, there's a chart foreground? What is chart foreground? Now I'm even more confused again. Chart foreground? Oh my god, why can't I type? Chart foreground style scale. What is this? Configures the foreground style scale. What does that mean? Scale type. Oh, okay. No. Well, okay. I mean, that explains why it's a scale. Because that's the scale of this. But why is it... What does it have to do with foreground style? So if I change it to chart foreground style scale and I say scale type is date, what does that do? It fails to build. That's what it does. I feel like now that I got back on track, chat has gone eerily silent. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, so that doesn't seem to do anything either. I'm just trying to help you focus. But focusing isn't what we do on this stream. Packing your bag for the office tomorrow? Fun. So yeah, do I want like a foreground style on each line mark? Is that ooh, what is this? Foreground style by plottable value. 104. Gross. So wait, I've got foreground, I've got primary. Sorry, I need to undog. Do I not have Rocket installed? Okay, so there's our foreground style. Do I have access to my color primary in here? I mean, I guess the easiest way to check would be, do I have my primary container background? Chart view has no member primary container background. Why not? Okay, so this is just not loading my colors at all, which is a bummer. I also would have thought that at least that would have meant that it would take on the tint. What on earth is happening? It's just like it's not keeping up sometimes. I don't know how any of this works, man. Dot foreground style dot red. Sure. Let's call it that. So our line marks have a foreground style of primary. Our point marks haven't been given a style at all. So if I just don't give this style, is it primary by default? Yes, seems to be the answer. And this seems to do nothing. I think we're getting closer to what I want. Okay, now what about my x-axis marks? They already have a foreground style of secondary. My y-axis marks also have a foreground style of secondary. But somehow, one of them gets colored and the other doesn't. And what's weird is on the fitness app, they just don't have any Y marks at all. Which I think we are definitely going to need. If I just get rid of the Y marks, that's not good. Although it does look better. Chart y-axis style. What does that do? Configures the y-axis content of charts. A closure that returns the content of the axis. Axis.opacity. Oh my god, pretend this entire thing is watchOS 10. I just don't care. Let's just set the whole app to watchOS 10 for now. I'm aware that it's only available in application extensions for watchOS 10 or newer. Oh, I know what I have to do. Let's go back to that project. No, apparently not. Yeah, I changed the app deployment target when what I needed to do was go into the build settings. Deployment target. Yeah, get rid of this. And set it here instead. This isn't doing anything. I don't know why. Yeah, this really isn't doing anything. It seemed to say that I should be able to be like axis.opacity 0.3. Okay, at least that did something. But why can't I get this to be like axis.style? Chart foreground style scale. Yeah, no, like, I feel like this needs a... I feel like I need a quick tutorial on how to style charts. Swift, charts, styling. Ooh. There's an axis marks values automatic with the desired amount. That would fix my other problem. To add more complex styling, compose axis marks inside the modifier's content closure. For example, to add more horizontal grid lines without adding more labels, use 2 separate axis marks instance to render the grid lines and labels separately. Okay, I mean, I think that makes sense. Isn't that the default state of state? I don't even know what word I was trying to say. State? Yeah, the default state of CI. CI is just always broken for no good reason. And I say that as the person that runs the CI at my job. It's just it just breaks because why not? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't understand why these charts aren't working the way that I want them to. I don't like it. Like, what's the error? Because the long form stuff should always work.
Next.
GitHub Action better work? What are you using for your build machines? Are you just using the GitHub hosted runners? For Linux? First time you're running it since migrating it from SPM to pod, or to SPM from pods? You're using a Mac GitHub Action to build iOS. Yeah, they shouldn't have done anything that would have changed that. I mean, this is exactly the view I want to build, so I don't know. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're saying two separate things, but like updating the build script shouldn't change whether or not base 64 accepts long form actions again anymore. Like, come on. Yeah, dash dash decode and dash dash output. Those still exist. Oh, you resolved that part? What was wrong? Well, yeah, but that sucks for whoever has to maintain that next, because then they got to know what dash D and dash O mean. Probably migrate to Fastlane at some point. Yeah. I feel like I want to give up on this redesign. Everything is broken, and it wasn't... No, it was broken before, and now it's still broken. But I want to unbreak the parts of it that I broke. I feel like I need to go back and do like an actual redesign, what I want this page to look like. This page hasn't changed since the last time Xcode got reopened. What is interesting, let's see. Let's go fix that other thing though. The axis marks. Values dot automatic desired count is 3, 4. Let's see if it at least fix that. Well, that looks slightly less bad. What if I just do dot automatic period and just say like, I will take whatever you give me. That's fine. I think that's okay. I should definitely do it on the vertical axis too. Axis marks, values, automatic. Hey, that looks way cleaner. Let's do a desired count 5 though? I don't know. Well, that didn't change anything anyway. What about over here? There. Okay, so what I need to figure out now, I don't know what I need to figure out now. I need to figure out why when we return from this thing, it doesn't work. I think we've figured out this chart. We figured out that this looks like this. I think we need to still figure out how to do like a scrolling list. That's still important to me. I think we need to figure out why this button looks terrible. Yeah, because I think what I would like, it's not in a widget. It's on a watch app. Oh, here you. I wonder what would happen if I do this. Foreground color, foreground style, dot, secondary. What if I say that this button is secondary? It changed nothing. Dot, tint, dot, white. Wow, that looks terrible. That's not at all what I want. Secondary. See, now I feel like this would be a case where accent color and tint should be different. Yeah, look at that. Accent color dot white does that, whereas tint dot white does that. And it says they're equivalent. The error says, oh no, you want tint, not accent color. But they do different things. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I really don't. So if I... What if I get rid of this? And I know I said I was just going to go back and fix the bugs, but now I'm committed to this again. If I get rid of the color... Sorry, this is the wrong view. Yeah, if I get rid of that background color. Just trying to look at like various other apps. I think this wouldn't look too bad if we were able to get some of the like material effects. But for whatever reason they're not working. So we bring this back yet again. And what I want to do is I want some of these things to just be material effects. So like, if I go back and I look at the Move app, well, for one thing, these down here at the bottom, those are just that color. And what is weird is that they do in fact use white for the plus button on here as well. On, sorry, on the Move app, the fitness app. So let's go here. Let's go to our latest entry text. And this doesn't have any color applied to it at all. So what if we add the color in here? If I just say primary, that'll stay white. If I say... Well, hang on. I have a very stupid idea. Which is... I have this thing called primary. What if I get rid of it? Is something else going wrong because I have two things named primary? No color named primary found in asset catalog. But then let's do like a search for primary. Okay, so then if I say foreground foreground stellar, color, name, accent color, bundle, main. Yeah, that looks so terrible. Why does that look so bad? I do have a phone stand. I use the 12 South, I believe. Yeah, 12 South. This one. No, not that one. This one. The Forte. It's got the little MagSafe thing. Let me see if I can get it on screen. I feel like the answer is probably no, but... Hold on one second. Hey, thank you for the follow. This is what it looks like. In person. Let me see if I can copy and paste this link over to you. There you go. Yeah, no, this is my stand that I work with right now. I like it. I bought it mostly to use for standby, which is a new feature in iOS 17 that you turn the phone sideways while it's charging, and it displays widgets like real big. Chart plot style. Yeah, see, this is... I don't understand design well enough to know why my design sucks. This is the problem that I have. That my design sucks, and I don't know why it sucks. I just know that it sucks. I'm good enough at design to realize that my design is bad. I'm going to try to airdrop this to my machine to... I can't do that because I turned Wi-Fi off. Because I finally figured out it was a good idea. The other night when my dev machine just died, the Wi-Fi died. And I was able to still stream, but this machine did not have internet. That was real fun. And so I finally decided that, hey, you know what I should do? I should plug this desktop computer into Ethernet because the router is literally right there. And I decided it was a good idea. And so then I turned off Wi-Fi, forgetting that if you don't have Wi-Fi on, AirDrop just doesn't work. But now I'm seemingly finding out that the answer is AirDrop doesn't work no matter what you do. Yeah, you have to have both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on for AirDrop to work. AirDrop declined. No, I didn't. What are you talking about? Just said AirDrop declined. Y'all saw it. I didn't do anything to this. And now it seems to kind of be sending. No? I feel like this would be easier to just like text this to myself and take a look at it that way. Why'd you decline? Here, I'm just gonna message this to myself. Open up messages. Download it that way. Ta-da! I think it, yeah, converted it to JPEG. So that's not great either. Now I just permanently seem to have a thing on my screen that says airdrop declined. How do I get this over without... Here, I have another stupid idea. Let's try this. Hey, there we go. Just use the shared copy and paste to make it work. And look, it came across as PNG instead of JPEG. Okay, so we can get rid of that one. So here's their UI. How do we make our UI look as nice as their UI without hiring designers that could get paid to work at Apple? What are they doing well that I'm doing poorly? This is my question. I wish I could take a screenshot of this page and just hold them up side by side. Yeah, looks great now. They look basically identical. Dark mode. Yeah, for one thing, they have the charts background colors actually working. For another, their chart is a lot lighter in just in general. Hey, 6 for 12. Ethan, how are you doing? So yeah, I mean, can I know there's new stuff in... I feel like Jay actually did a stream about this. Swift UI material. Can I just set that? Dot background thin material. I don't think I want it to be the background. Can I actually make it the foreground? Where's my chart? Is it back here? No. It's here. Can I make my foreground style dot thin material? Well, that's certainly trippy looking. I don't think that's actually what I want. But I might want my axis marks to be that. I still use Threads. Threads is great. There seemed to actually be a decent amount of developers in Threads today. Up early, girlfriend's birthday today, so making her breakfast in bed gives you time to work on your projects. Nice. Yeah, less political, but like only if that's what you want, which is nice. It's like it allows people to be political as much as they want. And then as long as I'm like not liking the political stuff, the algorithm is like, oh, this person doesn't care about political stuff. And it's just like, they can say all they want and I don't have to watch it. And vice versa. Like I'm sure that the people that are really into politics, they're seeing a lot of politics stuff. But then the best part is like I can follow somebody that does both like development and politics, and they tweet about both, and like will only see the development tweets or posts. I think that's pretty good. So I don't know. I like it. There is, every time something happens on X, just a flood of people from X that are like, ugh, threads, why the heck am I even over here? And I hate those people. It's like, if you want to join threads, come over and join threads. Don't be a dick about it. And if you want to complain about how threads isn't Twitter, well then go back to Twitter. Go back to X. Don't complain about the things that are different. If you don't want, don't do that over here. It was a different thing. I realize Twitter doesn't exist anymore. And if you want something that is Twitter, well then something else needs to be Twitter. Threads doesn't need to be Twitter. I hated Twitter, even before it was X. I like Threads the way that it is. Don't make Threads like Twitter of 2020. Like, just let Threads be its own thing, man. And certainly don't come around to like, oh, X is so bad, I need to switch over to Threads. And then I'm going to come over to Threads and complain about, it's like, don't come into somebody else's house and complain about their furniture. It's gross. Sorry, that's my Threads rant. It's not really a Threads rant. It's a rant about people coming into Threads. Axis grid line, foreground style, colored out white. Can I just do... I think this is what I need here, is x-axis marks. Can I do this as ultra thin material? Wow, that's too thin. Is there even anything still there? Dot thin material. That doesn't seem to do anything. Ultra thick material. Nothing seems to exist at all anymore. Can I make this dot white and then make this? Nope. Dot chart x-axis style, axis in axis dot foreground style dot ultra thin material. I can't tell if that changed anything or not. Yeah, I don't think what I'm getting is... Yeah, I need this to be like that vibrancy material. I don't understand how to do that. About 13 years ago. Okay, well... What is this? Why is it black? Okay, so this isn't taking any background UI at all. I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, nobody seems to have any option as to like how this works. Do I need to put it over the back? Like, this doesn't make any sense. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. If I go, so like let's mess with no, Mono's from a country that doesn't exist. Mono is from a fictional land. Yes, exactly. Australia. Yeah, so this almost seems to be I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it almost seems like this color effect has absolutely no effect on the materials at all. This primary container background. And that it only works with things that have been like specifically set up to take advantage of this style, like that. But even that doesn't really seem right, because, I mean, this still isn't doing any effect that looks like orange. Okay, so that did something. But what it didn't do was change that color at all. I don't understand how these foreground styles work, is what I'm realizing. I need like a tutorial just on container background is what I'm seeing here. Adjusting your app's widgets to use container background. Apply background to widget. I don't want it to be widget. I want watchOS. Container background differs from the background ignores safe area by automatically filling an entire parent container. Container background placement describes the available containers. The container that will use the background. The shape style to use is the container background, the container that will use the background. But what does this mean? because I went in here and I looked at this. And I did exactly what they said, and it didn't work. Yeah, there's no way that, like, this part works with the API that they gave us. There's no way. I mean, I might be able to implement my own custom gradient, but that just dot gradient thing, there's no way that that's how this works. Returns the standard gradient for the color self. There's absolutely nothing that is, there's no way to edit that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's no parameters to that dot gradient. I mean, I guess I could come... Yeah, see, this is the part that doesn't make sense. This is clearly incorrect. That is not that vibrant effect. And I don't know how to make it be that vibrant effect. Yeah, this is tinting this color too much for it to be truly doing anything. Like, this should be a much more orangey color, which makes me think that this is just not working at all the way that it should be. Something doesn't make sense to me about this whole thing. Yeah, that really looks wrong. No, I've been paying attention to the chat. I just didn't have anything to add. I saw the video that Jacinda Ardern did forever ago about the maps not being around. And I saw the 404 page. which is really funny because it's like, something's missing. Jacinda Ardern didn't do the video. She was in the video. It was done by some comedian. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong, and it's frustrating. Because Apple's like, oh yeah, it's just super easy. Just do this, and you get things that look like this, which are the right color. Hang on, we'll get there. This part. Like, see how it's got white, but it's got like a tint to it. Whereas this is just like gray. And the only orange that you're getting is like... It just doesn't work right. I don't know how to describe it. Well, you would expect that it's true if their entire point is like, we're going to educate you on how to use this thing. I can't make it work. Yeah, this is what they're showing here. Like this primary, secondary, tertiary. Yeah, this right here, where you kind of get this effect. And that's not what's happening. And I don't know how to fix this. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Because yeah, I followed exactly this thing that it says. Noise passes the color green. Comes from the new container background modifier, which is new in watchOS 10. Color green with a gradient applied. First of all, like, I'm not even getting this right. As far as I can tell. If I change this to dot green, dot gradient. Even this doesn't quite look like theirs, as it is already. But let's ignore that for now. Because yeah, like, theirs gets real dark black here. Or sorry, ours gets real dark black here. Theirs doesn't. Theirs is like a nice gradient all the way through. Whereas ours gets this like effect here. I don't understand what's going on there. So I almost want to start an entirely new project and just see, like, am I doing something wrong? Yeah, sure. We'll make it a watch-only app. Because I feel like at this point, I'm just... either their code straight up doesn't work the way that they say it does, or I'm doing something completely stupid, or both. But it doesn't make sense to me. And I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. See, they also have this. Container background placement and also alignment. I don't know what this is. Like, why would I need an alignment for the background that fills the whole thing? requires that any gradient conform to view.
Coco is best Swifter. Don't tell him I said that.
That made me jump. Okay, so I can't seemingly do the other thing. But anyway, that's not really what we wanted to do anyway. Container background. Dot green for gradient. Dot navigation. Yeah, see, already this seems wrong. But then I think the important part is like, if we say that this is dot font dot headline dot font dot what else we got? Title 3. Something a little bit bigger. Title 2. Just title. There we go. And then we say that this is foreground style secondary. Okay, so now that works. That's working. Is it... Okay, what if we put this in a VStack? That's still working. What if we put it in a spacer and we shove that to the bottom? That's still working. Okay. That's still working. Okay, so what am I doing wrong with mine? What if I do... Where is my color? I'm going to specifically copy just this color. Let's get this. 0949. He has to prove that first. Hey, thank you for the sub, 6412. Here's a beer. I'm gonna need it. So you think you can coddle? So let's say that we've got this color here, and then if I say BD's orange, shape style. Fine, if I do color.bd's orange. I mean, that looks to me right now like it's still working. But I also feel like that's... Is that why you did that? Eagle, not a bot you can trust. Hey, it was worth it. It was funny. Except I need to open up my other project now. Where is... Well, so not... I can't do that. Yeah, no, that's what they were playing with. Is that the emojis? There's emojis that do things in the apps.
Mono NZ says welcome to the crew 6412.
Color name, yeah, no color app accent color bundle dot main. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how that works. I do think on streams where I'm designing though, I do need to turn off the dog emoji on. That one's a little too obnoxious. Thank you for unsetting that, Eagle Nut. Anti-computer doesn't do anything. I think if you go to the about page for this stream, it lists all the ones that do something, which is the speaking head, the Xcode crash ones, and apparently the fire one, which I forgot. The fireworks ones, the dog one. Did I say the dog one already? Yes, that fire one. Okay, which simulator do I have open here?
6412 says how many bears could Bear Grylls grill if Bear Grylls could grill bears?
The watch can handle that. Or sorry, not the watch. Why did I say the watch? The computer can handle tongue twisters. I swear my brain's gone for the evening. I want to like show the problem that I'm having. And then once I do that, I'm probably gonna just give up unless I have something obvious. Chat challenges to break the chatbot.
6412 says Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Great question. Compile Swift is wondering why you said his name so many times. Yeah, exactly. There's no extraneous white space there, man. I deleted it. Hey, good night, Eagle Nut. Build and run. There we go. See, now I'm wondering if the thing that I'm complaining about is only happening in the previews. It seems like the answer is yes. Because now this is having this effect. Or I'm just seeing things and I'm not actually able to tell when the vibrancy effect is in place. Be hood? I cannot be hood if I tried. Yeah, I feel like I'm just seeing things. Or am I? Are these colors different? This is what I'm trying to figure out. Because this color still looks wrong to me. We're going to get out digital color meter. This color looks more white to me than this one does. So we're going to look at this. 169, 142, 130. 169, 142, 130. Yeah, I'm literally just seeing things, is what's going on here. And then this one should be about the same. 169, 142, 130. Okay, I guess. I feel like I feel like I gotta put this down for tonight. I don't know what I've done wrong. I don't know how to make my app look good. I don't know how to be a good designer. And I think I'm not going to figure that out in the next 30 to 45 minutes. So yeah. And 6412 is going to help call it quits tonight. That's a good plan. I like that plan. Thank you all for watching. I will be back Friday night. What info do you want to show? I want the info that I've got here. It's just I want it to not be butt ugly. And right now it's butt ugly. Yeah, I kind of want to show, a graph over time. I want to show, I do want to show these levels here because those are important as opposed to like here where it's like, oh yeah, these can just be whatever you want. And then, I want the current one. And then, when you scroll, oh, and then, the plus button needs to exist, which they put the plus. Well, they put this in the lower right, but this isn't really a plus button. Yeah, I mean, the screen size is the hardest to write for, yeah. I agree with that. But I feel like this isn't really a screen size problem. This is the same guy that makes the songs way too loud. Stop being too loud. Go away. I have to dislike his songs every time they come up because they're too loud. They're not bad songs. They're just too loud. Hey, a divorced fork. Sorry if you're just showing up because I am wrapping up, but welcome anyway. Yeah, no, the problem that I'm having isn't the screen size problem right now. It's just I feel like my you're always in time just to say goodbye. I feel like it's that my design is not... It's mostly seems to be a colors thing, I think, honestly. But also, like, they're able to apply these effects, and I can't figure out how to apply these effects. Where, like, my stuff is bright white, and they've got these, like, vibrancy effects. And for whatever reason, I couldn't get that to work. And when I did, like, when I actually applied the things that they said should apply... it was like black. And that didn't make any sense to me. And I'm sure they've got internal APIs and this isn't actually Swift charts or something. But I couldn't figure out why mine wasn't working the way that theirs was. And I think that's part of the problem. But anyway, I don't know. I'm going to give up on it for tonight. I will take a look at it tomorrow. Or some other time. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, like I said, I will be back Friday. Also, hold on, let me post something else. I am going to be posting something that is actually not a VOD to my YouTube channel tomorrow. It's if you are familiar with the people that hang out in the stream sometime, it is Adam Wolf's fault. Because he said something about a thing that I did on like several streams ago. And I was like, hey, I should do a video about that. And so I'm going to have that. That'll be up at 9 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. And, you know, it's a start to trying to do some more short form content on YouTube. And, maybe it'll do well, maybe it won't. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I can send you some screenshots. I'm just, yeah, I'm not, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely send you some screenshots. All right, yeah. Thanks for watching. I will see y'all Friday. Have a good week. Bye.